the Life-Proof brand of vinyl planks, LVP. It's pretty thick flooring. I'm doing the whole house. This is the last area I gotta do. Thought I'll show you guys the handyman day. Pencil on the neck, you'll see that coming here. Roll of tape, I'm almost done, but you'll see the floor here. I got the blue tape that helps keep all the joints together. So I'll let you focus as I got maybe 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 planks left. But I'll let you can see. And this is a cool thing I keep is I got to scrape up anything to keep the floor smooth. I think it's magnet right there. Rubber mallet drops in here. Got a few of them there. And I got my monster hook. These are Snickers work pants. That's the brand Snickers. They're from Canada. They're a little pricey, but they're worth it. And then I got my chalk tape for when I have to do long, what do you call it? When you got to split a board long ways. I don't use a measure tape anymore. I put it to the wall. I'll put a line right at the edge of the tab. The baseboard's off, so I can butt it to the wall. Drywall is off the ground 1 inch by code, so I got room to tuck underneath. It's got plenty of expansion and contraction, which you have to worry about in Florida twice per year. Some states you don't, but Florida you do. So I use my tap block as my square. You see my pencil on neck. I might get you a little closer in here. And use a little minute. Score it. Snap it. And then you have to use that tap block. If you don't use the tap block, you won't get the joint as tight as you can. A lot of people have loose joints, they gotta fill with silicone. And it won't come up square if it's off. If it's off. For the next row. Next one, let's get you a little closer. Thanks for watching, guys. That's my company here, Handyman Renovate Designer. This is Klein Tools. Alright, we use this for a starter plank. I'm avoiding doing stagger, so I make sure a long plank, short plank, long plank. So instead of using measure tape, normally I would put this in here, but since it's not long enough, I need to flip it around backwards. Put it against the drywall. Look for this edge of the tab of the other plank, which will be right here underneath. That's the edge. Mark it right at that tab. Now you can use a square, but I like to use less tools. This is pretty square, this tapping block. Every corner is a perfect 90, so you'll get it squared up at the edge of the plank. Mark like that. And we'll use the multi-tool on this one. I like the Flex multi-tool. These are the Flex blades too. Click like and subscribe if you can. Double tap the screen for me, guys. Just a score, I'm not cutting all the way through. Again, there's a little carpet here. Let me show you what I'm talking about, guys. See that little carpet? So that's when these come with the beveled edge. You don't want that causing plank issues. Those little things like that keep the planks from lining up really tight. You keep that, you keep a little compact blower. You don't want dirt trapped under there either. That could have leveling issues and make it come up where it's not so square. Perfect every time, always professional. Double tap, just like that. I mean, I got 8. Uh-oh, turn that sideways, make infinity. show you how tight these seams are. You want them to disappear. Look at that. That's the seam right here where I'm touching. So let me show you how this one disappears, just to give you an example. Alright. Okay. Hold on. Can you see that? Okay, this one here. This black line. Now watch when I use the tapping block. There's another tapping block. Where is it at? See this black line here? Watch it. What black line? Shout out to who? What's up, Summer? Summer shenanigans? It ain't summertime yet, bro, is it? Is it summer? Alright. What about spring and winter? You take off for the season? You ain't got no shenanigans going on then? I feel it. You don't want to indulge in the shenanigans too much. Because you don't want to OD from shenanigans juice, you know what I mean? But yeah, double tap the screen for me, bro. Click subscribe. I like going by showing people my little tips and tricks. Pencil around the neck. Boom, boom. Use this for a square. Just make sure this end is flat with the plank and you'll be good to go. Every time. Wait a minute. Let me line that up again. Like that. Yes, I can use a razor blade. I have my Milwaukee on me, but for the sake of saving a little time, I do it like that, score it, and snap it. Now this is hard to snap because it's right at the end. So the way I do that, you just got to set this line. The line we just scored has to be on this edge, exactly on the edge. It'll be too hard and you'll hurt your hand. And to save your hand, you don't want to hurt your palm, but you can if you can. Use this. Now look at that. What I tell you? What I tell you? Get out of my face. Yahoo! 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 Sorry. I take it back. Lines disappear. I don't like no seams. You gotta be careful with that. If you hit it too hard, you'll damage his edge. That comes with experience. Alright, we almost done. We gonna finish this thing together or what, guys? Double tap. Every time I tap, you tap. Just like that song, when I move, you move. When I tap, you tap, alright? Tap, tap. That's your cue. Don't be sitting there looking at the screen. Tap, tap. Oh, look at that. See, we got this nasty old... We gotta get up in there. Carpet. Then we hit it with the blower. There was tap strips all the way around. So that's one thing you have to check at that last row. Make sure none of those nails are up. You don't want to be breaking the plank. Feel me? 4 more planks. Figured I'd call y'all in on the live. At the end of the job. Solo dolo. And I'll show you at the end what it looks like here. Here, let's get this last row in. We got the baseboard. We got a 1/4 inch reveal for our expansion gap. Not a reveal, sorry. 1/4 inch expansion. I fixed the floor here too. It was a rotten subfloor, so I put some thick OSB down. I gotta show y'all another trick. So I now want to get this line gone, right? See that line? I don't like that line. A lot of people leave that. And well, it's supposed to be like a node thing. Let me show you how to fix that node. This is what I like to use. It's heavy. A good 3 to 4 pounds, this tool. It's solid steel, so it ain't gonna break. Now what you want to do is you want to grab this edge, this L, and put it on the edge, because you can't get a hammer to hit that plank right there. So you do that, and then you push down, and you hit this part right here. Boom, we got that line going. All right, we're almost done here, guys. Let me back up and show you. Look, where we at? Look, we had to go around that. We had to connect to that floor. We ripped this wall down. There was a wall right in the middle of this. And there was a long wall right here. So I had to reconnect all this floor together. And that's hard to do, because you got to go weave in and out. And you know, them planks don't stretch, and you got to force it in that track. That's hard to do. There's a few tricks we'll show you on another live. It has to do with the heat gun and cutting the V-shaped notch, and yeah, a few things. That tape will hold my joints together. I like to keep them very tight where they don't move, and they'll move just a hair, enough to have that little line like I showed you. Most people have that line in their planks, and they don't care. They think it's normal. No, you want it watertight. You don't want to be able to fit a fingernail or hair in the middle of those planks. You want those seams to disappear. I mean, look. Yes, it's two different colors, but look, and so that should be more obvious. Look, that seam disappears. That's a tight seam. Another one, look at that. Tight seams. But yeah, thanks for watching, y'all. And we'll get back into Cadillac. Give me a call, you need your floors done, your walls done, your archways done. That's the hexagon arch. You know, baseboards, crown molding, ceiling repair, whatever you need. If you're in Florida, I'll come to you if it's a big enough job. If it's a little job and you're in Central Florida, I'll come to you. But yeah, let me give a shout out to Flex. They're supposed to be sending me a hat and a t-shirt. But yep, that's our floor for today, guys. I got one more plank to put in. You might as well hang out. I'm gonna put it in. We're gonna finish that last plank together. Alright. Ain't nothing left to do. Nothing left to it but to do it. Hold on. Let's see what color. I want to use this, because it's all dark here. I want to throw in one of these. But yeah, that's how you use this. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Oh yeah. Thumbs up, get me turned up. Uh-oh. You're going to make me cut my finger on accident. Getting too excited here now. Alright, I got my pencil mark. I'm going to mark it right at the tab. Okay, that's great. Show you that, I'm going to say the tab. You see this, back up the phone just a little bit. You see this gray edge? Right at the edge. Sorry. That's where I put my line. Use this for a square. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to M12 it. M12 Flex, which one? Anybody watching? Tell me. Let me do this with this one or this one? Flex or Milwaukee? Alright, we're going with Flex. Score it. See my knee? Oh damn. See this? Use my thumbs as the rasper. I don't need no rasper. And then hold on. And then let me get the last piece. So there we go. Alright, last piece, last piece, last piece. Oh, there we go. Alright, we already got the strip cut off here. It's like a... Alright, let's get that last piece. we'll do this one with the M12er instead. I can use the razor blade, but that takes, I move pretty quick, I think, with that. Oh yeah, perfect fit. Let's get that locked in. Now you see, I can still see that line right here. Let me get closer. That line right there. Like if I were to take a piece of paper, just to show you I ain't tripping. Look, it's two pieces of paper because it's two sheets there. Look, see I got that paper in that crack? I don't want that. So how am I gonna get that with that wall there? I can't put this here. Again, that's what this comes for. Put that L shape over the edge. Hold your weight down. You gotta hold your weight over and put your weight right over the seam. Put all your leverage there. Look, line disappeared already. I just lost it. There we go. I can't fit that paper in there now. Nope. Alright, y'all, thanks for watching. The floor is. And I did it with stuff on the floor. I just kept moving side to side. No seams. It's perfect. Seamless. Very tight. That's where we connected to. And it's a multicolored, different shades of brown and beige and cream. But thanks for watching. Double tap. Click the subscribe up there. And we'll go live again the next job. And I got some workout and some more health advice. See you guys later. Remember, stay away from enriched grain, cultured grain, and processed sugar. All chemical versions. Instead, look for organic grains. Pure cane sugar. Pure organic sugar. Whole grain. Quinoa grain. Stay away from enriched. That's a word that they use to trick you. And your body doesn't process those very well. Doing things like that and working out and health is how I stay in shape to do this kind of stuff alone. My helpers are these things, my tools. Alright guys, the floor's done. What do you think? We'll clean it off first. Double tap. Okay, I'm done.